皆さんこんにちは、トニー森です。今回はカリストガ地区にあるシャトー・モンテリーナワイナリーに来ております。それでは皆さんご一緒にどうぞ。ナパバレーのカリストガ地区に位置するシャトー・モンテリーナの歴史は、1882年にサンフランシスコの実業家アルフレッド・トゥブスが約100ヘクタールの土地を購入することで始まりました。モンテリーナはセントヘレナ山の英語名Mount セントヘレナが短縮されたものです。1896年にはナパで7番目に大きなワイナリーとなり、禁酒法によって一度は閉鎖されたものの、1972年、元弁護士のジェームス・バレット氏によって見事に再建されました。そしてそのわずか4年後には、パリでの歴史的なブラインドテイスティングにおいて、シャルドネ部門での優勝を飾り、以来カリフォルニアを代表するワイナリーとして多くの人々を魅了し続けています。それではカリストガ地区にあるシャトー・モンテリーナワイナリーのワインメーカーキャメロン・ペリーさんにお話を伺っています。
Chateau Montelena was founded in 1882 by a gentleman named Alfred Tubbs. Alfred Tubbs was a state senator here in California. And he'd gone and visited France and fell in love with French wines and the architecture that surrounds them. Came back here and built Chateau Montelena. Again, it was built in 1882, founded as a barrel storage facility both upstairs and down. They made about 65,000 cases of wine a year up until Prohibition. After Prohibition, it closed down, reopened briefly for only a few years after Prohibition, about 1933 until about 1936, at which time the winery was closed, fell into disrepair, and it wasn't until the 50s that a Chinese immigrant couple, the Frank family, York Wing Frank, his family moved into the chateau, converted the upper story into their residence. To this day, we have a 3-bedroom apartment up there. After the Franks moved out, the Barrett family purchased it in 1970 and converted it back into a winery. So that was the renaissance of Chateau Montelena. It is still owned by the Barrett families. For my style of winemaking, what I think is the most important aspect is preserving the nature of the fruit, showcasing what the vineyard produced in any given year. We want Chardonnay, for example, to taste like Chardonnay from 2008. We don't try to make the exact same wine every year. We keep the style consistent and our inputs consistent so that you, the consumer, can see what this vineyard produced in this particular vintage. That's true across the board, especially with the estate cab. We want to showcase what came off of this beautiful estate in any given year. 2008 Chardonnay. All of our Chardonnay for Chateau Montelena comes from the Oak Knoll district, which is down just north of the town of Napa. Oak Knoll is one of the newer appellations as well. It's only been around for a few years. The climate down there is cooler during the day and warmer at night than it is here in Calistoga. And that's important for us and for this wine because those warmer nights allows the grape to metabolize more of the naturally occurring acids in the grape, mellowing that acidity. That mellower acidity coming from that cooler daytime, warmer nighttime region is important because we don't do any malolactic fermentation on any of our white wines. We want to preserve that clean, pure character of the Chardonnay. In addition to that, we only use about 10% new oak, also because we want to preserve that clean, pure character of the Chardonnay. Don't want to go too far. Here at Montelena, we like to think about the use of oak like a chef would use chili. Spicy chili can really add a lot of interest to a dish, but it can also, if you use too much, overpower it. So we like just that little hint. The red wine we want to showcase today is our 2006 Estate Cabernet. Montelena Estate, we have plantings going back to 1973, 1974 here on the body of the estate. Very, very low yields on the fruit, typically less than 1.5 tons per acre. Very concentrated. 2006 was a very interesting year for us here. We had a very warm front half of the vintage and a much cooler second half of the vintage. So we had this really hot, very California beginning and a cooler, more old world, classically styled finish. We like to think that we got the best of both worlds. We have that power and intensity from the front half and that balance and that elegance from the back half. So made for a beautiful, beautiful wine. Any given year, this is about 98% Cabernet Sauvignon and 2% Cabernet Franc. Again, all of that fruit comes from right here on the property.
それではシャトー・モンテリーナの2007年ナパバレーシャルドネをテイスティングしてみます。清涼感を呼ぶようなすごくペールゴールドのカラーが綺麗ですね。このシャルドネはですね、すごくクリーンでソフトなエントリーでなんかこう幾層にもこう重ねにあったトロピカルフルーツとそれにですねグリーンアップル、それとこのメロンが心地よい酸味となってこう口の中にいっぱい広がって心地よいフィニッシュさせてくれる素晴らしいシャルドネだと思います。このシャルドネに合うペアリングでしたら、私でしたらですねガーリックバターにスパイスを効かしたエスカルゴなんかがすごく合うんじゃないかと思いますけども。次にシャトー・モンテリーナの2006年モンテリーナエステートカーボネ・ソービニョンをテイスティングしてみます。すごく深みのあるガーネットの色がすごく印象的なカブレンですけども、ブラックベリー、クローブですね、それとココア、シナモン、その後を追うようにですねブラックカラントのアロマが口の中にきます。柔らかみのあるこのエントリーなんですけども、もうキリッとした酸味にですねこうみずみずしいそのプラム、それとラズベリーのようなそのきめの細かいですねターニングが感じられますけども、このカブレネでしたら黒豚とそのキノコしいたけでもまいたけでもエリンゲでもいいんですけども、軽く塩コショウで、ソテーしていただいたらこのカブレにはいいんじゃないかなと思いますけども、お試しください。
Hi, I'm Cameron Perry. I'm the winemaker here at Chateau Montelena. I'd like to extend a warm invitation to anyone who happens to be visiting the Napa Valley or the Bay Area in general. We're about 2 hours from San Francisco, here at the very top of the Napa Valley. We are open to the general public from 9:30 until 4 o'clock every day. No appointments are necessary. If you are so inclined, we do offer a library tasting that is by appointment. We offer that several times a day. There's also a tour that is offered by appointment several days a week. Welcome. Please join us here at Chateau Montelena.
この歴史の重みを感じさせるシャトー・モンテリーナワイナリーはいかがでしたか？エンジョイしていただけましたでしょうか？それではまた次回。I'll see you guys next time.